Something huge is coming to Brawl Stars, everyone. As you guys can see, we have some very bizarre things going on here at the minute. Our brawler glitchy, the camera in the background flashing, and before this brand new season 21 theme actually came out, there was no camera but a box that you could click with nothing there. So I'm clicking basically bottom left of that wiggling exclamation point on the screen where the camera should be, and we're getting a clicking sound. So I got a feeling that means that there's something interactive with that camera once it comes around the corner, right? Already implemented in the background. It's just the camera's not here. Before we dive into this, be sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I don't know what's going to come of this, whether it's content, we have a new brawler theory, potentially a secret one, though it is very, very unlikely. However, I can make 100% certain that this channel will be the best spot that you guys can go to get very accurate, up-to-date speculation about what this all means. But with that out of the way, I cannot wait to see what this is. 3, 2, 1, getting into it. Yo, holy crap. Bro, this is exactly like the 8-bit minigame. I got a feeling it's going to be a bit different, but an interactive element within Brawl Stars itself. We have time anomaly detective with some beautiful glitching stuff going on here. Okay, let's enter and see if we can piece together anything important here. Let's go. Okay, heading in. Show me the way. Yo, let's go. All right. Dude, we were definitely... Okay, wait. Dude, this is exactly... Okay, that's the monitor that was in the Brawl Talk that we saw. That guy sitting behind, spying on the dev team, giving the Brawl Talk. But we have here, Starr Park Security. This website features live video content, which can consume a significant amount of data. If you're using a limited data plan or have concerns about data usage, we recommend switching to Wi-Fi network. Is that very Starr Park-esque? I'm not quite certain, but we have Starr Park Security, so definitely getting into lore here, people. And then the logo, SPSD, maybe Starr Park Security Department, I'm assuming. But getting into it, continue. What do we got? All right, is it just looping? Okay, we have monitors. This is for sure. Ooh, who the heck's walking back there? Can we look at it? Oh, okay, we put it on the monitor. What the freak is going on, people? Wow, there is a lot to take in. I guess just like fun speculation right off the bat. It looks like we're looking at a version of Starr Park that is like not bad. You know, we have people walking around, not like mind-controlled individuals. We got an arcade there in the bottom right-hand corner. We're seeing like people working at the park and things like that. So really, really interesting. But what I want to do here is take a look at what else we can find within this weird pocket dimension within Brawl Stars. So let's take a look. I'm going to start clicking on some of the stuff on the desk. So here, for example, on the mug. Okay, nothing on the mug. Moving over to this doohickey. Hey, there was stuff there, man. Okay, let me go back. Copyright Starr Park Corporation, 1995. What the frick? All rights reserved. Starr Park Security Services is a registered trademark of Starr Park Corporation. So we were right. Starr Park Security Services, something similar, right? We're looking at a security room at the minute. But one thing before we move on that's incredibly peculiar is the date. So a lot of the time there's not a whole lot of talk at like the setting of Starr Park when it takes place time period wise, but we've had dates in the past that isn't in 1995. It's more current, much like with the updated version of the WKBRL live stream giving us dates in the 2000s, right? Very current dates. So seeing 1995 is very bizarre, and I'm starting to already come up with some fun theories. I think it makes a ton of sense if we have 1995 that we very well could be looking at an earlier version of Starr Park. And the reason I'm saying that is, why are we seeing individuals at this park that don't really match things, right? We have like custodians, we have workers at the park, we have stuff operating, we have this dude walking around. It's like, what the heck is going on? It very well could be a look at the past if we are having dates of 1995. So a past date along with potentially a past like version of the park itself. Super, super interesting. Just a theory and early speculation. Could be wrong. Guys, take whatever we're saying with a grain of salt here. We could be wrong. It's very early. But let's get back into that button there, the whatever it's called. Yeah, this. We have security archives and time encoder. So what do we have? Starr Park security systems. Let's click on security archives. Is there nothing here? Security archives. Interesting. So there's nothing in security archives. I'm not sure what that would mean. And then we have time encoder. Very interesting. Time encoder V2.1.0. Can we interact with this? Yo, that is interesting. We can interact with it. Wow. Okay. This is going to be very important moving forward. I guarantee it, dude. So we'll put a stamp on that, and we'll most definitely come back to that in the future once we get a little bit more context on it, but very important coming back to that. All right, clicking on the number pad. No idea if that's going to do something. Clicking right next to it, right? Okay, so the number pad not doing anything. We have the notepad. Anything? Oh, okay. Let's see. Security park, security log. Security room 2E, Rick. 3/11/1995, 703. This job is so boring. I'm sure it is, man. We're in Rick's spot, his position in 1995. Another alliteration to the date, right? Making sure we know that it's 1995. It's been 3 examples now. So I think it's definitely important, right? Can we turn the page is the question. Hey, okay, nice. Security room 2E, Rick. Date 2/11/1995, 8:52. This job is too easy. Paid benefits, 2 weeks, time off, watching an amusement park where nothing bad ever happens. Best security job ever. Dude, I think our early speculation is correct now with all that we're getting here. I think it's very blatant what the dev team or whoever programmed this is trying to say. It's like, this is definitely an earlier version of Starr Park, right? Nothing wrong is happening at this amusement park, which we most definitely know stuff has most definitely gone wrong in the past. So here in 1995, I think we're looking at a past version of Starr Park where things were perfect, where things didn't go wrong. Super interesting. Turning the page. What else we got? Is that it? Okay, we just have 2 pages that we can sift through, but you never know with these interactive things. If we get more, if we continue further with that date archive, given the archive feature with nothing in it, it's kind of implying that there very well could be more to it, right? With empty pages here. So maybe as time goes on, we'll be able to see more things here. How about the phone? Does the phone do anything? Not that I'm seeing. So nothing on the phone, nothing on the number pad. We do have interactive things with this here as well as the notepad here. Super interesting. And on top of that, we can also interact with the displays. So we can select which one we actually want to take a look at. And with moving parts, it implies that we are sitting here viewing Starr Park live. You know, we're the security people looking in from afar at an earlier version of Starr Park that what we've accounted for is in good condition. There's nothing wrong with it, right? No crazy things that we already are accustomed to with Starr Park lore. So we've already speculated a little bit up until this point, right? Going throughout, basically giving my first impressions, which again, I'm not sure if they're going to be 100% accurate, seeing that I'm kind of going off the cuff here. This is my first time looking at all this. But I think the biggest things that we can take away from this is we are taking a look at an earlier version of Starr Park, specifically 1995. And given the journal, the log that we have here from Rick, whoever Rick is, it looks like Starr Park isn't too bad in 1995. He's saying it's too easy with amazing benefits. All he has to do is watch an amusement park where nothing ever happens. We can see a live version of people walking around, enjoying themselves. We have workers at Starr Park, as well as people dressed in like older attire, I would say. So again, kind of an homage to a older version, a dated time, 1995. Another feature that I find really interesting is this one here. We have a security system that has security archives, and when you click on the archives, there's nothing in the archives. So if you just kind of take a couple seconds to speculate a tiny bit, it very well could imply that more would come, where what we're looking at right now in 1995 could be archived. If there is a specific archive feature that works with the very limited amount of things that we can interact with here in this security office, I would assume that this has some importance. So potentially we could be getting more if there is archives involved, right? Something that we can take a look at in the past. Maybe we can look at earlier or different versions of Starr Park as we proceed. And again, seeing that we're taking a look at a screen that appears to be live, it's giving me kind of the similar vibes to like a WKBRL live stream in the past. So if that also is the case, then you're taking a page out of the WKBRL live streams notes. This very well could be an updating process where we keep going back to it, getting info maybe on potential updates, much just like the WKBRL live stream did, new brawler sneak peeks, things along those lines. While at the same time, I can promise you this is incredibly important. We have interactive codes, right? Time coders, which I assume we're gonna need to find what it is, right? Certain codes that might give us more info, but as time goes on and we get more info on this, I'll be sure to keep you in the loop of what we might find with it. But let's exit this and theorize a little bit. So it appears we don't have a ton of stuff to go off of. Adding to what we've already seen, we actually have a tweet from BrawlStarRey over here on Twitter going through some really intense stuff here as well. Public statement regarding recent leaks. Starr Park denies secret CCTV room claims. Well, we just looked at it. Disregard the image. Starr Park denies mysterious guest and staff incidences, none of them following. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, I think, you know, seeing that we're seeing a bunch of people that we don't know, I think it's our speculation is kind of on the right track. And remember, what do we got? Everything has always been normal at Starr Park. Starr Park, dude. Starr Park CCTV. Please ignore this hashtag. Oh my gosh. There's a lot to take in here on the very first day, and especially seeing that we are taking a look at this right off the cuff and we haven't really given ourselves to speculate or theory craft a whole lot. It's kind of a little bit scary, but I honestly think we're on the right track. We are seeing a lot of alliterations to an earlier version of Starr Park here, where we have a rustling, bustling, very vibrant Starr Park here with a ton of people visiting the park, where I don't think a lot of people would be visiting the park, which what we're normally used to. Given the archive function as well as the notepad that has seemingly more spots to write things down, I think this is going to be a continuation thing, and much like we've gotten in the past with the WKBRL live stream, I think that also helps to solidify that theory as well. Something similar is like an updated version of a radio, right? Instead of a radio, we are getting visual CCTV footage, and I got a feeling it's going to be updating us on important things. What that might be, who knows? There's a lot that we need to get into here, and a lot of work needs to be done outside of just what we did here today. I wouldn't feel comfortable going any further speculative wise than I have already in this episode today. I think we definitely need to revisit this in time once we get some good ideas revolving around what this might mean for the future here in Brawl Stars. And if we do get a continuation, much like the WKBRL live stream, if this CCTV stays live for a continued portion of time. But again, be sure to stay tuned to the channel. I live and breathe this type of stuff in Brawl Stars. It's been years since we've had Starr Park things, and you guys know I'm gonna make this place on this channel that spot that you can go to for everything you need to know, the crazy stuff. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I need to get to work theory crafting and speculating. I'll see you in the next one.